Hey, Stephan Haluska here from CoolCleveland, and I'm at the Bop Stop talking with trombonist and composer Sam Blakeslee. Hi, Sam. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you, Stephen?
Doing quite well. So we're at the Bop Stop, and this is where you will be having your next release party. What is the name of your release?
It's from the Sam Blakeslee Quintet. It's my debut album, and it's actually called Selective Coverage.
Oh, it's your debut album.
Yeah.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
And so what musicians and what instruments will be featured on the Sam Blakeslee Quintet?
Well, on the album, it features a bunch of my collaborators over the last 6 or 7 years or so. First being a great guitarist from the Cincinnati area named Brandon Coleman, a great friend and drummer. He's also an amazing composer himself, Dan Pugach on drums, as well as Cory Todd on bass, Jorn Swart on piano. On the BopStop show, we'll be featuring kind of a mixture of people from the album as well as some of the veterans of this scene, including Kip Reed on bass, Theron Brown on piano, and then we'll also have Dan Pugach and Brandon filling out the rest of the band. So it's going to be fun.
That sounds like a great night.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
And then from there, you have another show in the area, correct?
Indeed. The next night will be at BluJazz on February 17th at 8 p.m. with the same band, and it's going to be a fun time. So.
Very cool. So this is your debut album, and so what is the name of this?
The name of it's Selective Coverage, and where I got the inspiration for the tune title was from when Freddie Gray was murdered at the hands of Baltimore police, and obviously there was riots that ensued for days afterwards because of the injustice that had occurred. But at the same time, there was a peaceful Million Man March that was happening in D.C. At the same exact time, and none of the news stations were covering it at all. They were just covering the riots pretty much 24/7. So I thought that was really pretty awful, and that's where the tune Selective Coverage came from, the title of it. So.
And how do you capture the mood in the tune?
Well, the mood of that song is kind of over a march groove. It also has some allusions to like a maracatu Brazilian feel, which is a march in that style as well. And I was really trying to captivate a call to organize and have a stronger awareness of some of these social injustices that are coming out more prevalently because of social media today. So
how relevant. And then you use this as like a vehicle for improvising?
Yeah. And in that particular tune, I try to think of it as constantly growing. It's a huge crescendo throughout the whole thing, and it never really resolves, which I think is kind of indicative of some of these social injustices where we try our best to make them better each day, but at the end of the day, it just kind of seems like it's always an uphill battle. So I'm kind of trying to depict that in the song, unfortunately, but
it sounds powerful.
Well, thanks.
Well, thank you so much for talking with me.
Thanks for having me. Looking forward to it.
As am I. This is Stephan Haluska from CoolCleveland, signing out.